That's what she said.
Oh, we're on YouTube or Twitch or something? We're somewhere now. I should probably move to the...
She said. What?
I'm going to go ahead and move to the recording. Audio. You guys can come with me if you
How's
want.
your chair?
I'm using Jump Rope's chair. My chair is on the floor getting glued together.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll fix itself. But, yeah. I'm just going to move all of you. Protections! Alright.
Master Rage Rook. Destroy his chat. Spam emotes if you have access to them.
With all 7 of us.
Spam it. Welcome back, everybody.
Shadow Legends.
Right, Shadow.
Right.
Welcome back, everybody. How are
Funny
you
enough,
today?
I've been starting to play that shit again.
I hope everyone's doing all right. It is, what is it, Monday the 16th?
Let me just.
Oh, boy.
quick look at this.
Oh, boy. I got stuff to do today. I'm going to do stuff. Here we go. I don't know where my glove went. I need to get more gloves. I did get the resin funded, so the resin will be here sometime this week, I hope, which would be awesome. So we'll have more mask videos later this week. My chair exploded yesterday, so that was fun. One of the legs broke, so it doesn't sit anymore, which is kind of yay! Welcome Raiders. I think I Jonas was in the chat. So I like, welcome everybody. How are you all today? Welcome back to the Raid channel.
From 1 hour stream to
Yeah, just keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. Keep the spice going.
your spice.
Do spice. Do spice. I don't know if that's appropriate for Twitch.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I mean,
Technically, that meme is from
just
Twitch,
a
right?
Spice blend.
Like some pepper? I'm that guy who eats more jalapenos just as he is. Delicious.
Pepper's great.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a weird draw. If people figure out what
Otherwise-
I'm trying to draw, cool. If not, that's fine.
I'm probably gonna lurk in the stream. Actually, I could just fucking jump in. I don't need to fucking.
Jonas, calm down.
Rook, are you drawing my comment
Maybe.
What's your
in last video?
I watched the Suicide Squad this weekend, and it was a weird movie, to say the least. But King Shark is pretty great.
So why you should play Weresharks is going to be a thing.
Well, thanks for spoiling it, but that's fine. No, it's totally fine. That is what I'm working on. Whether or not that'll be the next video or something, there's going to be a Wereshark video here in the future. I got
As I'm having a mental breakdown, I'm gonna lurk. Play Civ with my friends since I promised. See you guys later.
See you later. Thanks for the raid, Jonas. Have a wonderful day.
You too, guys.
I also, oh crap, what day is it? It is the 16th, isn't it? I gotta make a phone call later.
Love how Jonas pieced out before I could ask him how the Artist Arcana assignment was going.
I don't think this doesn't feel like a Wereshark. This feels like a shark with pants.
It's a street shark.
It's a street shark. Yeah, I have too much street shark in my brain. I do like that, like over, kind of like way over the top, leaning shark head.
Yeah.
Rah! It's gonna be interesting trying to get this to fit, you know. Hey. Rook stream. How are you doing, Kara? Hope you're doing well.
If I were you, I would also be tempted to draw a Wereshark kind of in the same way that Julia from Drawfeed draws her frogs, with the head directly up and the eyes back.
Wait, does Julia draw frogs like this? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
Blah. Funny. That's in the video now. That's great. No, I've been meaning to do a were folk video for a while, and I just never really had the idea of what to talk about. But I think I got it figured out now.
Good.
What I've discovered with the last few videos is like I need to have the script first before I do the art, or at least like, because then when I have to like make stuff fit to the art, it sometimes doesn't work. Oh, that's terrifying. Do they need a tail? Would a wereshark have a tail? I don't think they would. I'm fine. Nice shark, thank you. Because I feel like if you go one direction of like a dolphin turning into a person, then they might get like the buff arms and the legs. But I think if it's a person that gets turned into a shark, it's probably going to go the other way.
Your were-dolphin reminds me of Trogdor too much.
There's another, I think maybe it was Trogdor that drew like a big buff dolphin. I don't remember where that's from. I'll have to think about that some more. Alright, so we want to go from this plus shark. Nom 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 nom. Equals what? That's where we're at. That's where we're at.
So I think that using Suicide Squad and King Shark is probably a good idea. I wonder if have you considered at all like including some of the other creatures in D&D, like the Grug or Grum?
Like the fish people?
Yeah.
What? Sell me on that. Sell me on why that would be added to the werefoot people. Are they werefish?
I guess not necessarily why it would be a werefish, but it is like a humanoid fish person.
Sure. Okay, so that
like,
would make a good argument for fish folk.
Yeah. Or
But,
like a thing to base the stats off of.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Sorry, I was not very clear with that. I'm doing three things at once, and my brain had it shat itself.
Yeah, I think there's a definite something I see a lot with specifically werefolk is that a lot of people don't know what they're building, because in my mind werefolk isn't really a race. Like none of the werefolk should be a race, and so you should have a base race, and then you talk about templates after that. And
and then the curse that's applied on top.
Yeah. So this video is going to be really directed at like GMs and DMs, because I mean, if all you want to do is make a shark race, like a shark folk, that's going to be way different than a were creature.
Yeah, a were creature.
Because I mean, look at the Zoras from Breath of the Wild. Those are technically shark folk.
Yeah.
And I would think that they would be much different than werewolves and the alike.
Yeah, agreed. And I like that you're going the curse direction, because I mean I don't watch a ton of like D&D creation content, but from what I have seen, I haven't seen what I think is enough of the how to make the curse work.
Sarah, how are you today? Hi, I came in with Jonas's raid, but I'm still busy and can't really talk. That's fine. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the shout out. How would you balance a werefolk? Yeah, watch the video. No, I'm kidding. I'll talk about it now if you want. That's fine. The videos and Twitch, they're different. I get it. Yeah, basically, I really like the template situation that Pathfinder has going on. So basically, like you write out the stats you want to add, and at that point, you can make it as crazy powerful as you want, and then you balance it by how do I say this correctly? There's some noodling involved, like for sure, but you balance it by weighing what you want to do with the curse. Like it's got to all be RP based. Like mechanically, you're getting tons of advantages. But some things you can do, especially your DM can do, is just decide like how the curse is applied. So is this something that happens once a month and you have no control over it? Like how much control does the player have over the curse? Can they do it all the time, like a rage effect? And honestly, I would say that's like levels of the curse. So when you start it out, you have no control over of it, and it works much like the Berserker Axe, or you just straight up like lose control of your character, and the DM gets to do whatever they want with it. Like that's kind of the extreme angle of it. Moving all the way up to like the shifter classes and the shifter races, which can like morph parts of their body. So those, in my mind, those are the races of were people, right? Like they're people that are born into the lineage of it, and so they just have mastered it their whole lives, and they have very fine control over it. So I really feel like
less of like a curse and more of like a sorceress bloodline.
Right, yeah. And so at that point, if that's what you're doing, like you're taking, maybe you're like a wizard folk with a bloodline lycanthropy, maybe you have more control over it, but you would not get, full blown werewolf powers because of that. It's like you're level 1, you can turn your hand into a claw. Nice job. Versus like turn me into a wereboar right now. Here we go.
Jonas and I kind of touched on this subject a little bit earlier this morning, where we compared the Dragonborn to the half-dragon template. Since Pathfinder doesn't have any Dragonborn, and Jonas was complaining that Dragonborn don't really get anything for racial bonuses that make any sense. They don't get dark vision. They don't get an armor bonus for being scaled. They just get the breath weapon and the elemental resistance.
For Dragonborn, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
That's usually how I play it. And that's why, like, I think yesterday we were talking about half dragon versus Dragonborn. Yeah, and so that's usually what I do when people are like, I want to be a Dragonborn. I'm like, sweet, what color of dragon are you? Cool, you get resistance to that and the breath weapon. Like that's what I think should be any dragon type thing. Unless you're doing something very, very weirdly specific. Like I kind of like the idea, like if you have the dragon scales, you get their resistances, but you have to be able to manifest their scales somehow. Yeah, the breath weapon is super good. What was some of the other stuff? Yeah, I really think that's like at the base level, that's what they should get. Even kobolds, like if you do a draconic kobold, I would give them either the choice of wings, chromatic resistance, or a dragon breath. Like I think all of those things are canonically dragons.
Yeah.
And that's why those three things, like picking one or two of those things, makes sense for a race or like a boon, right? And that's I think what we really need to talk about with werefolk is like, is this curse? Is it a curse or a boon? Because if you're a barbarian and you're like, what I've seen a few people do is they'll have their barbarian be a werewolf, and the way that you apply that is their rage. So like either their rage lasts longer, that could be a cool thing you give them, or they have no control over their rage, so like they only rage in certain situations or at times of the year or at night. But otherwise, statistically, it is just their barbarian rage. Like you don't have to change anything. You give them natural attacks, maybe you give them some damage reduction, but that's all barbarian stuff anyways, so like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Uh,
But like that is a boon, not curse.
right, and that's why like minimal things like that make sense, and you can do that with the Dragonborn, you can do that with the barbarian.
Right, because it doesn't destroy the balance
Yep.
that's already there.
Yep. But when you start looking at the templates and like if you look at the stats of a were shark is actually a really good example. Like they gain a swim speed, they get damage reduction, they get a bite attack that can just instantly kill people. Like there's tons of cool stuff that they get, but it's like that's on top of your character. So it's like I'm a wizard and now I get +8 to strength, and it's like hold on a minute. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's see what's happening over here. But yeah, so I think there's definitely like a balance to be had that I think a lot of people only see like I want to be a werewolf and I get all this cool stuff, and it's like not all of it, or yes, all of it, but well, but what are you paying for it? Like, what's the trade-off?
You're gonna get something. You gotta give something.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
One of the reasons I really like the half dragon template for Pathfinder specifically is if a player wants to play like a dragonborn, I think it gives them more stuff that makes sense, and at the same time still allows the DM like a good amount of control. Like so it's something you can easily say that doesn't work for the campaign we're running. That's too high fantasy. But if you're playing a more high fantasy game, it's very easy to say, sure, you want to play a half dragon, just add this on top of whatever else you want to build.
Yep, and that is why I like the templates, because it's like I'm an orc that's half dragon, and it's like cool. Let's see how that plays out. Like let's figure that out. I don't know what to do with this. Should I give him a battle axe? I feel like at some point, shark just want to bite stuff. I'm also discovering that it's hard to draw sharks.
Yeah. For me, with were creatures, I usually prefer to assume that they become so mindless in the transformation that they can't use weapons.
Yeah, I mean that's I think that's fair too. Just saying that once you're transformed into a were creature, either A, your hands are too weird to like. Let's think about werewolves, right? Like you now have these weird giant. Your hands are huge and like clawed, so you don't really want to like grip a handle. Like, can you even? Is your hand even small enough to hold the sword anymore? But maybe there's an argument to be made differently.
Yeah, and like how prominent are your now dog toe beams, right?
Yeah.
Do you have thumbs? If somebody gave you a sword, is your hand still shaped in such a way that you actually could hold it?
To where shark just got fins. He's just like, ah, fin.
Just,
blah, blah,
just
blah.
Huge deltoid shoulder muscles and then just flippers.
Fat shark. Fat shark would be pretty funny.
That would be hilarious.
King Shark, Superboy's most savage foe. When he's around, people die horribly. No, I'm sorry. People die! Exclamation point. Horribly. Period. Don't miss the next issue. Horribly is apparently a whole sentence. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I didn't think verbs could be whole sentences, but then I never was good with English, so who knows?
I'm looking at a lot of pictures of King Shark. None of these are drawn particularly well. Like they're all different, and they are. They're all different and they're all real weird. They're all real weird.
I bet you Street Sharks is not any better.
Oh yeah, Street Sharks I'm sure is super weird. But a lot of these are just like really buff guy with shark head, which maybe that's where we need to go. Maybe that's where we need to go. I'm not sure.
Oh gosh, I forgot how horribly misproportioned these things are. These shark men don't have any clavicle. Where their collarbone should be is where their jaw is. Ugh. It's a pretty good image.
Sorry, people are messaging me. I gotta bounce all over the place. What happened? What image am I looking at?
I'm just posting it here.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, see that's super good. I like that. There we go. Okay. Actually, that is a really good image. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. That one's like 80% shark head, which I kind of dig. I think maybe that might be the way to go. So let's get rid of little fins over here. Let's just go bigger. Go big or go home, right?
Yeah.
Man, I need to find the artist who does all the Paizo stuff and just be like, hey man, how's it going? You're super cool. Just let me fangirl for a little bit. I feel like I've made some kind of weird gummy doll or something, like just little, like something you get out of one of the Gashapon machines.
Yeah.
And like a little rubber action figure.
Hey, I'd be happy if I got that as a rubber action figure out of one of those for 50 cents.
I like to think that when you transform into a were shark, it makes your legs smaller, but maybe the body top half just gets really big. Gnome were shark. Blah.
Here's another that's
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one out of the Pathfinder monster manual.
yeah. I think Google is learning from my search history that usually when I type something in, I whatever the published Paizo image is one of the first things I click on.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's just like here's all the Paizo stuff first.
Yeah. It's like it's pretty inevitable now that that either D&D or Pathfinder images come up in like the first 15 image results. This one, I like the proportions of the best, I think, of everything that I've seen.
That was pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good proportion one. That's not like super shark head.
That being said, I love the super shark head you've got going on. It's delightful.
Do sharks have good eyesight?
Depends on the shark.
Yeah, I guess so.
Great whites do have pretty good eyesight.
I know mako sharks have like just giant eyeballs,
Yeah.
and their teeth are just like.
Asking sharks, I think, have pretty poor eyesight. Same with megamouths. Most deep sea things do not have great eyesight. I think reef sharks generally have pretty good eyesight. I don't know. It's been a long time since I went through my teenage shark obsessed phase.
I took a whole bunch of shark teeth, turned them into arrows in college for a project.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a weird time. You had to learn how to make arrows, and then I had to fix shark teeth to them. I don't think this is working. I think this looks really funny, but like, there's a lot of weird going on right now. Which maybe it's fine. Maybe this is a goblin. Maybe it was a goblin first. A goblin were shark. Oh, but then it should be a goblin shark.
Hell yeah.
What the hell do goblin sharks look like? Blip? Rugby sharks?
They have a huge. They have a huge nose, kind of like a saw-nosed shark, not quite as long, and without the saw tips. Here, I'll find an image for you.
I mean, if ever there was a goblin shark, that definitely looks like it. Yep.
I've been thinking a lot about animation lately, and what you just said has given me this image of an animation of a goblin going through the transformation, and like the legs stay the same, but the body just like explodes into this huge shark form that's like literally 4 times the size of the goblin, and it just falls over and starts flopping around like Magikarp.
It just only has a splash attack. Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, until you get too close to it, in which case its jaw flies out of its face like this goblin shark.
More muscles. More beef. Alright, we're starting to get some actual anatomy here, which is good. A little more guts. Can you imagine fighting a whole bunch of goblins and then all of a sudden they turn into were-sharks? I feel like you would.
Now.
I feel like you would think the DM was just fucking with you. Like, excuse me? The goblin bites you. You take a d4 of bite damage. Like, alright, that's fine. His head begins to turn into a smooth, giant shark monster.
And he won't let go. You are now grappled. What do you do?
Actually, that's an interesting point. Like, if you are, let's say you're an octopus, right?
Uh-huh.
You successfully grapple somebody because you get 8 attempts per round. and then you get polymorphed into a T-Rex. You technically have them grappled. Could you just swallow them whole on the next turn? Oh boy.
Going from an octopus into a T-Rex, I think
Yep.
it depends on how the polymorph happens.
Yeah, I guess you're
Because
right.
do all of the tentacles merge and become his arms and legs?
Yeah, that's interesting. Does anatomy go anatomy, or does it like poof to nothing first?
Yeah. Important questions.
Important questions.
If the answer is yes, anatomy does go to anatomy, then I would argue for a T-Rex specifically, no, because its head is too big to be able to grab what it bite down on what its hands are holding.
I need to pop out the chat here. Hold on a second. I'm struggling today to like deal with my computer. Maybe it's because it's not my chair. Everything just feels funny. And I cannot find the text chats that I want to pop out. Ah!
I'm sorry.
I can pause chat, but I can't pop out chat. That's very frustrating. Do your job. Appearance? Nope. Cool. Cool. I probably need to go to this Twitch link here. I'm gonna do it. I don't know why you're such a pain in the butt sometimes, Twitch. These are literally the same things, but different. Yep, super weird. Okay. Now I can hopefully see all the chats. We will hope that works. Hopefully that works. Okay. I like where this is going. I like the over muscularized goblin shark body here. I think maybe the legs need to be a little smaller. Maybe they just need to be more like stressed. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, I like that. So we'll have the knee here. Knee here. Boop, boop, boop. Brah. Like this? Yeah, there we go. That looks right. Thumb is on the outside. That's kind of an interesting thing to think about too. If you're, let's say, you're a cat folk, and you have a natural claw attack, and then you turn into an otter folk, do you still have the claw attack, or do your claws go away as you transform? I guess it depends on what you're turning into, but that's you see my question, right? Like what is actually getting transformed? Are you always getting claw attacks with a curse? Can it remove abilities that you have, or does it only add to them?
I don't really know. I think that it would probably. I think that the curse based on what I understand of it, would probably always give some sort of horrible clause. Specifically because wolves aren't exactly known for their, um, using their paws or claws in combat, right? It's all teeth really.
Oh no. Thank you, Taito. How are you doing today? I'm doing very well. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. This is what we needed.
I experienced some lag. Did you hear any of what I said, or was it?
Sorry, there's Jaws music going on. I gotta make him look scarier. That was awesome. Thank you, Taito. That was very well done. Sorry, what were you saying, Druid?
I think that werewolves are always portrayed as having horrible claws,
Yeah.
and wolves don't really have claws or claw attacks. So I think the claws are a part of the curse.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that makes sense. Like, if the curse is solely just making you vicious, like, I mean, to be fair, wolves do have scary claws. Like, they will scratch the hell out of you. But
Yeah, but like their primary attack is the pack and their teeth
yep,
and
That's
their
fair.
intelligence, right?
I think that's absolutely fair. So
And wolf claws are not like cat claws.
Yeah, they're
designed
not.
to slash. They're designed for traction.
Yep. See, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. No, I think that's a legit way to look at it, because, like, really, when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, like, you are getting increased speed, like, so that's, or at least I think you should. I think maybe just the mechanics of having claws on your hands at all is kind of the defining factor to it. So it doesn't matter that they're like cat claws, like with the cat folk. They're just, you now have sharp appendages on your hands. And when you look at something like, if this was a goblin shark, should the teeth just be super fucked up? Just like
Totally.
all over the place? Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. If you're a cat folk and you have claws, and then you get a werewolf, I assume your claws would just get bigger, like, because they're just it's just amplifying everything, right?
I think they would become non-retractable. They would
That's
just become
fair, yeah.
too big and too gnarly.
And that could go back into the, like, not using weapons. So I would honestly say that if you're doing a template for a werewolf, like, and you have a natural attack, it should probably just amplify it, like a minimum of a D8 for bite damage. But then if you're bigger or have a bite already, maybe up it.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is gonna get real weird, drawing all these teeth. That's fine though. Actually, I think this is going pretty good. Ah!
I've done it, or I've had to do it pretty much every time I've drawn a beholder in the Aggie. So if I can do it, you can do it.
That's fair.
But yeah, it does get pretty tedious.
Beardy, 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 beardy. I hope people are still enjoying the soundboard. If there are sounds that you think need to be added, please let me know. I think I need to make the pen smaller. Yep, there we go. I'd like the penis mightier, please. The what? The pen is mightier? Yes, the penis mightier. That was an old callback.
Yep, I totally got it. Alex, I'll take Letitz now for 500.
Anal bum cover for 1,000. That says an album cover.
Oh,
Man, SNL used to be so funny.
yeah. Yeah, it did. Don't watch it anymore.
I don't either. Which is sad because I used to love it. When I was really, really young, I used to like Mad TV. And then they kind of went in a weird direction with their humor. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I just changed the way, like, what I thought was funny. I felt like
Yeah, it's
Mad.
hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah. And so I started watching Saturday Night Live instead. And then I felt like the Saturday Night Live stuff started going the same direction as the Mad TV stuff. And I was like, sad day. Things don't have to be gross and loud to be funny.
Yeah. I really didn't think I liked Andy Samberg because that's how all of his humor,
Right.
all of his bits were in SNL. I don't think I cared to watch him in anything until Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, I like a lot of the Lonely Island songs. I shouldn't say a lot. I like a few of them. And so, like, some of those are pretty funny, but at the same time, some of them are a little grating. And so it's like... It's all over the place. I guess that's what I was getting with that. It was like, Andy Samberg is talented, very talented in many different aspects, but it's kind of hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah. His SNL bit that just made me go, okay, I'm done with this, was Dude, I'm Out Here.
I don't think I saw that one.
Basically, Andy Samberg's character is a roommate, and anytime his roommate goes anywhere, Andy's on the toilet. So like the door to the bathroom is open. Andy's character walks in, Andy's character is sitting on the toilet, and like yells at the top of his lungs, "Dude, I'm in here!" And like the entire bit is just
Him on the
moments of
toilet.
this poor roommate like going to the movies and like or walking outside of a coffee shop with a date, and Andy like sitting in the middle of Times Square with his pants around his ankles, sitting in a toilet yelling at him, "Dude, I'm out here!" And
Excessive. It's a little excessive.
yeah, it was about 2 steps too far.
Yeah. Now we know the limit. Now we have a great example of how far we can go with a joke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a good amount of like really long curled teeth here. I wonder if I should make this a why you should play Goblin Sharks question mark, and then just let people click on it, or if I should be like, why you should play Werefolk. There's a new video out, by the way. Oh, I need to update that. Actually, I didn't think about that. Shoot. I'll do it for tomorrow. I think right now it's the new video is still linking to the Mind Flayer video.
Saw a Mind Flayer short. Is that what you're talking about?
If you look down below, there should be a Mind Flayer video link.
Oh, right.
Did you not see the Mind Flayer video?
I did.
Okay. Do Goblin Sharks have a whole bunch of... They have a bunch of gills, right?
Yeah, I think they have 7. Let me double check.
Blah, 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 blah. This is combining 3 things I really like. Sharks, goblins, and derpy eyeballs.
They have 5.
Holy shit, I did it right. I did it right on accident. Go me. That's weird. Bah! Bah! I'm kind of sad that sharks don't have tongues.
Ugh.
Scary.
Yeah, but I mean, like with the way their teeth are designed,
Oh yeah, it would be real bad.
yeah, tongues would be real bad.
Bah! Let's give him a little bit of a double chin here. Just like really struggling to fit all that shark meat in the goblet. That didn't sound right.
Phrasing.
You're cursed with whale entropy. What? You're gonna turn into a whale. That doesn't sound good. Oh no, it's gonna suck. Enjoy that.
Not near water, your skin's gonna get all dried out. It'll chafe horribly.
What the hell was Jump Rope talking about yesterday? Let me think about this. It was a pretty good gag. Oh no, what was it? Oh, we were watching Star Wars, and we were watching the new Bad Batch, and
Yeah.
one of the Kaminoans got basically kidnapped. And it was like, can they do that? Like, if you take one of the Kaminoans and take them off the world, which is completely water, like, wouldn't they just kind of shrivel up? Like, do they just dry out and like go floppy? Like, what happens? What happens? We have to know.
Well, the Kaminoans aren't specifically an aquatic species, are they?
Right, but how
But used to a really high humidity environment.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like, their bodies look like this, right? Like they're
Yeah.
like, I got giant eyeballs and like no torso. So I always assumed they were some kind of like fishy squid people or something.
I actually
Like maybe a giant
watched
tube worm.
I actually watched a video on this, and apparently, like their storm covered water planet didn't used to be like that.
Oh.
They basically did global warming on their planet and melted all of their ice caps, and there was enough to cover all of the land masses.
Okay. So see, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
So-
like, if you live in somewhere that's like 120% humidity all the time, I feel like
Yeah.
all of a sudden going anywhere else would just suck.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
We're gonna need some badass air conditioning up in this bitch. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go all kinds of flaccid. Is what they would say. Just because I keep thinking of like poor old Shamu, right? Like poor old Shamu didn't
Yeah.
have enough salt content and got the woobly. So like, wouldn't that just make the Kaminoans like? Blah. That doesn't look right either. It's like, oh no, I'll have to edit that out.
Yeah, well, everything you draw starts with the dick.
Yep. You want to be an art student? Learn how to draw a dick, learn how to draw a vagina. You can draw everything in nature. Congratulations.
That's the way it works.
That's the way it works.
Sad thing is that it's really true.
Well, I mean, it's not for no reason.
I know. I know.
Like, nature grows a specific way. Let's do something like this. Blah! This is the silliest thing I've ever done. Almost 10k dice. What are you saving it for, Panchara? What are you doing? Kara, spend those points. Did you see the new sound effects? There are so many things you can do now. I can do push-ups. There's my favorite song. There's skip cat pictures. You can make me draw mayo nenes. Like, those are all things. What are you saving it for?
You have excuse me?
I think did I oh, were you not there? Inferno was playing that like 1,000 times.
I don't like the double the echo I get from stream, so if I'm gonna be here in the Discord, then I don't listen in on the video now.
Excuse me. Sadly enough, like I think it's funny. Like, sorry, let me rephrase. Let me start that sentence over. I found the original soundbite, but I couldn't find them referencing the soundbite, and I think it's become like the ongoing gag has made it more funny. So I really like whenever Dan just randomly says it. I think it's such a better soundbite because the inflection he has is funnier.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find that, so that made me sad. That's okay.
Is it not on the animated of that?
Oh, mate. Well, I would have to make a new sound file for it. Is what I would have to do. So I could just get that file and make one, but the one that was on the soundboard was not that one. Is the problem. Gotcha. Yep, I think that would be more like this. Nope. Okay.
Bitch, I don't know your life.
See, that's what I need. I need that one. I need a good soundbite for the posture check, because that's really what I want.
Excuse me?
I really want the sound bites to prompt me, because I'm so bad at noticing the chat, which is bad. Like, that's really bad, and I'm sorry. It's something I'm working on, but it just is. The way my setup is right now, all of my chat is basically 90 degrees from the screen I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And so I need those little prompts, or I totally miss them. So I would like to find sound files that would work for those.
I've got a Minecrafter I follow who's got one for posture check that I really like. I can't remember what movie it's from, but it's My Back Hurts.
My back. That might work. I'll check that out. I feel like me typing my back into a soundboard might not elicit the correct sounds.
Maybe. I mean, you never know.
I mean, we could go on a wild adventure. I'm gonna pause this real quick, so I remember. I'm super happy with how this is turning out.
It is.
Ah!
I mean, I already said it's delightful, and it is. It's still delightful, but it's also really cool and really good.
This button, this button, this button, this button, this button. I'm like rabbit holing here real hard. I'm just like diving into the sound files. Let's look what we got here. What are we doing?
I have to say, I'm glad that this this were shark drawing is going so well for you, because I think that you deserve an easy one.
I've had some tough ones recently, yeah. Which is great. Like I don't dislike them at all, but the last few I've done have been very how do I say it? They've been challenges for sure, which is awesome. Like I need to challenge myself. Yeah. So.
But it's also tiring, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes you need an easy one to remind you that it's fun to do what you're doing.
Absolutely.
That's actually why I was so excited about the like floating city thing that I posted the other day. Because I was literally just scribbling.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That came that just came out of me, and I was like, I mean, it is a really rough sketch, but I had no plan for this, and it just happened, and it's cool, and I love it.
That one was super good. That was really, really cool. I don't want the dashboard. That's not what I wanted. Why is that exactly the same thing? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm glad that happened. I clicked on 2 different buttons and it brought me to the exact same place. And I was like, why? Why do you have 2 buttons if that's what that is? My glasses. Okay, it took me 14 clicks, but I found it.
Dude in my bag.
Well, these are all bad.
My back.
Nope.
My back.
This is dangerous. I shouldn't just be clicking on random sounds.
Oh, my neck. My back.
Probably.
Ooh, I have to stretch my back.
Oh boy, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I think I got my swagger back.
If you guys have cool sound effects you think would be great for me stretching and or doing push-ups, please let me know, because I cannot find any.
You could always do the Wilhelm scream.
That's true.
Uh-oh, I can hear me on there. On the stream now.
I told you you were on the stream.
Did you? I totally missed
That's why
that.
we're in the audio booth.
Okay, whoops.
Did you want me to delete anything you said in the last hour and a half?
No, it's fine. I don't care, just...
You don't care, it's just. Go ahead.
I don't know what it just... It's just not something I'm used to.
Fair enough. If you want me to stop it, I can. I forgot to start the music up, because that's the whole reason I was doing this. So that
Oh, it's
people
fine.
could listen to music. Which I will turn on right now. That is not... Nope. Nope. That's not what I want. Where did we stop? Ooh, I actually finished this volume up. That's great. I like this one though, so we'll start it again. That's not what I wanted to do. I want you to play. There we go. We'll leave that. All right, back to the art. Back to the art. Get some nice calming music for this abomination shark boy. Should I give it a fin, you think?
Yeah. I mean, a shark is really nothing without that quintessential fin.
That's true. Man, how do legs do? The muscles come off here, right? So like I need to off the hip. This one goes over? Or does this one go across? I think it goes across, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. super beefy goblin legs. Druid, if you'd like me to turn off the audio, let me know, because that's totally your prerogative.
No, it's fine. I really don't care. I was just surprised because I was doing other things and missed when you said we moved us to the audio booth.
Gotcha. That's my bad. Ooh, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. Yeah, so I think
Doesn't look that bad to me.
I think moving forward, I'm going to try to put music in the background, which will require me to have the audio on until I figure out the stupid virtual cable thing that's not working. This leg's a little too high, I think. Look right.
Yeah, since I'm gonna be on here, I actually have to behave myself, huh?
I mean, whatever. It's not stopped anyone else. Excuse me. Should we give him a little loincloth? Or should we just go like floppy goblin dong?
How do you know my position on clothing?
It's true. My vote is floppy goblin dong, please. I didn't realize I moved my mic. Sorry about that. Maybe nobody heard that.
I mean, I still heard you loud and clear, so...
Crap! I was getting excited for Red Team, but I have a dentist appointment on Thursday, so I might need to reschedule for a Friday and see if I can get Red and or Blue Team, whoever's available. We'll see what happens. So, Red and Blue Team, if you're around, Friday, maybe? Question mark?
I am so far behind on... I have no idea what's happened at this point because I've missed too many games.
Yeah, I need to get... I'm going to try it this week just to work on the videos again so that I can get those on YouTube. It's something I really want to do.
You've got tons of videos in the works, though.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's a good way to be, especially now. Like I've burned through my commission list. So I've got... I'm open commissions right now. There's a link if you'd like on the Twitch. I have one commission that I'm not going to do until the 23rd-ish. That one's going to be really fun, but that'll probably be a 1 or 2 day commission, and then that'll be it. I don't foresee that one taking forever, but I've been wrong in the past.
For anybody who is listening, it should be noted that if you want to see a certain video get made, commissioning Rook to make a character is probably a good way to get it done.
That's a good point. You can sneak in some some fancy ways to get things commissioned or get videos made.
I'm not a manipulative asshole, I swear.
Oof, this is a weird angle. We're gonna redline it. Okay. So we have hip, butt. Let's make hip here. This should probably be almost straight down, shouldn't it?
Probably. I do like the wide splay-legged stance you got going on.
Yeah, but that's super wide. Maybe that's okay though. I mean, like, because if he's doing that, his knee should be almost by his hand.
Yeah.
So how do I do that though? Do I do this? Because that just doesn't look right to me. Because if his hip is here, his knee would have to be there. Because the knee wouldn't be forward, would it?
No, it would
No.
be turned out.
Right, because we need to rotate it that way.
Leg. That could work, yeah.
I think we have it about right. I think the positioning is just kind of off. Because the knee should really be there. And then the foot. If that's the front, that's going to be the middle of the foot, the toe there, toes there. We can kick his ankle out a little bit more to kind of get that matched up. So it looks like what we need to do is just bring it.
Does this help at all?
No.
No?
I mean, it kind of does. So what we're doing is we're taking that picture you just posted and we're rotating it about 20 to 35 degrees.
Right.
So his knee, we're almost there. We're almost there. This knee is slightly off. Well, you could have left that. That was fine.
Yeah. Get self-conscious about cluttering up the chat when I'm the only one posting stuff.
Fair. The knee is basically going to be pointing right at the camera.
Yeah.
And then the ankle pulls out that way. A little pop. A little ankle pop. There we go. That's good.
Do a flip!
Do a flip. God damn it. All right, let's flip it. Yeah! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that so far. Thank you for the flip redemption, by the way. Yeah, that's pretty good. I am a little upset with myself because I did too much sketching here on this layer that was supposed to be very clean. Blah, blah. Oops. Do you think were sharks that were goblins would still have like the filthy goblin stuff? So if you get bitten by it, you're gonna get the goblin fever. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Goblin, a were-goblin that turns into a goblin dog. It's terrifying.
Ugh. It's terrifying.
Oh my goodness. Blah. All right, let's get this other hand done. I think this should be at like a 30 degree, so I'm gonna tilt this up a little more. That doesn't look right.
He broke his thumb.
I did a little bit. Oh, I did that way wrong. I did that backwards. This should be like this. And then this one should be over here. There we go. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just start over. Let's try that hand again. Okay, pinky. Pinky goes straight up and curl in. Next finger curl up and go in. Next finger actually go up, up. And then slightly curl. Blam. And then pointy finger go like this. Oh, I only gave him 3 fingers on this side though, so I guess we'll just make these bigger.
Thumb still looks hella broken to me. Yeah, that's better.
That is what that would look like. I don't like it though. It's not great. It's a bad pose. It's a bad pose is what it is.
Yeah, the wrist is twisted weird. It's making the hand look like it's mushed.
Yep.
Like he got it caught under a tire.
We want this finger here. And then we'd see this back knuckle. And then we would see this thumb. The board back. What have I done here? Red line. Did I
I think
unfreeze
it was
this?
pretty good, actually. I think you were just missing some of the meat in the palm.
So, I mean, the thing we need to look at is here's part of the wrist and the back part of the wrist, right? So that means that
Yeah.
the hand is like this, and we should be seeing this side of the hand
Yep.
and the knuckle.
Yep. but we still kind of have a periphery view, so we should also get a chunk of the meat of his palm. You put the thumb on backwards. Isn't it going to be on the other side?
It should be on the back side. Back. Should be on the back. This is the front of the palm. So we should see like this. And then his thumb should be on the back side.
Yeah. I feel like you wouldn't see that much of the thumb and that part of his palm, though. You know, whatever. That's the process. I think you'll get there.
I think it might be that he's... I've changed the pose too much, I think, is the problem. I shouldn't... Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. I have an idea. Let's erase all of that, because that's not great. Once again, stuck on hands. I don't like it.
I mean, always.
Yep.
Hands and feet. Common sticking point.
Yep.
And knees. Things get complicated when you have lots of joints.
Yep. So I wanted to change the elbow, or the wrist to here. Which would put my other one here, which would put my thumb like over here, which I think is fine. So I'm rotating the arm, which would... it wouldn't change too much. It's fine. We're just going to get more of a pinky this way. Because now our hand is going to come up and cross this way. And still get some of the thumb in here. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's try that. Exaggerate it out a little bit. Yeah, right?
Yep.
I think that's
When
the...
in doubt, do it yourself.
Yeah. I think the problem is... I think his hand would actually be covering up his face. And I don't want that. I think that's the real problem. His hand should really be doing something like this. Like what you have there is great. Because we have the wrist coming up this way. And then, but like that just kind of intersects his arm because of the pose. So I think we need to rotate it a little bit.
Okay.
Really, the question is what's going to look the coolest. I think is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this. Nope. Let's get real abstract with it, right? We want that. We want a claw. So we're gonna go real abstract. Okay, and then this claw, do this. I think that will work. I think that will do it. And now we just have to read that somehow. Yeah, so the pinky's probably gonna be over here. This would be the middle hand, middle finger. Yep. Okay, I like that. Let's give that a go. So we're gonna have big old palm, right?
Yep.
Ugh, I think that got worse. How did that get worse? What have I done?
Can I have you try something?
Sure, what's up?
Kind of feel like the elbow is in a little too close, like tucked in, too close to his hip. Can you try to like move the arm up and out, so that you can actually define the elbow?
Sure.
And then figure out where the wrist is from there. See if that helps. Well, that might just make him too wide.
I think the problem, just from the angle, I think we're gonna need to see just his hands, like this. Which will make, I think that first picture worked better. Yeah, we might not see the thumb at all.
I was gonna delete those. I didn't think you were using them.
No, that's right. Oops, I see what I did. Okay, so this go here. It makes sense in my head, and then when I try to put like the lines on it, it does not make sense anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of just a hand drawing mood.
Yeah. Ah. Connect those two. Draw a 90-degree angle. Put the elbow back in. Do I want to do that? I want to splay it a little more. More splay. This one absolutely can stay like this. I think that's fine. Knuckle, finger bone. Okay. That's good. Thumb should be about the same over here. We'll go black. But this needs to come up and do this. Arr, fingers. And then this one will be right in the middle. Is that a bird? What are we doing?
that's not me. That's Goldtooth. Red bird laughing.
Is that the sound effect you think it needs? Okay, that should be like that. Let's do some choppy choppy. All right, let's see what we can do with that mess.
Hold on a sec. I've got a better. Maybe this will help more. Instead of cocking the wrist inward, you cock it out.
But then he's going to be going out with one hand today with the other, and that's going to be weird.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Then?
Sorry.
Yeah, it does. No, it's fine. I just thought it would it's a better angle for that hand. You take the hand just by itself.
Is this arm supposed to be doing this? No, it should still be doing that. That's fine. What am I doing wrong here? I see it. I see what's wrong, and then when I try to redraw it, it doesn't go, you know?
Yeah, I know.
You're saying, I mean, I'll try this pose. No, I think we have a fundamental issue with this arm. Just like... Red line! Okay. Big old monster arm. Yep. Connecty bits. Big old beefy hand. Yep, that's fine. But really we do have this connection here and here. And that would be like here and here. So, oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. We're seeing too much of the hand. That's the whole problem. Because the hand is basically coming at us. 2, 3. So like... Yeah. Yeah, I think that's closer to what we want. So, like, we're actually gonna get the knuckle of the main hand here. And then up. And forward, and then we got a claw in here. And then this one, the knuckle's gonna start here. And go up. And then that's gonna be... Well, that was an adventure. Give him a little armband while we're over here. Blah! That's pretty good. That's not bad. I think this.
Yeah, that's much better.
I think this hand could probably even go a little further and go like that. Yep. Except now I have that horrible tangent of his thumb in his arm, which I think we can fix by just moving the thumb.
Forgot how hard it is to take your own preference one-handed.
Yeah, it's tough. That's why I have I have tools like Handy, which I probably should have used. But, you know.
That's probably one of the pitfalls of being more experienced, is like you assume that you have everything you need in your head, and sometimes you just don't.
Yep. Absolutely. Sometimes you just don't. It's words to live by. Sometimes you just don't. Let me go a little heavier on these claws. Thumb, 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 thumb. There we go. Ah!
I love this expression he's got on his face. I love it so much. Can't get over it.
I'm a shark! That's basically just all he's got. It's like a goblin who just like prays to the deep ones. Give me power! And he's like, oh shit! It's happening! Here we go! Cryptic Kraken, thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Darkness, I'm scared now. Welcome in, everybody. How are you doing today? We're drawing Shark Boys.
Goblin boys.
Goblin Sharks, yeah. Goblin Shark Boys. How'd your games go, Kraken? Or I guess I should say, how'd your draft go? Was it a good draft? If you guys haven't seen Cryptic Kraken, you should go check him out. There's a lot of fun little games that I like to play, but don't have time for. So I vicariously live through Apex Legends through Kraken. You're still playing Apex Legends, by the way? I don't know if you are. I haven't seen you stream that in a while. Hope your Magic the Gathering is going well. I want to get back into Arena, but I have not had the time yet. But oh, I used to love playing Arena. It went well. No big wins, though. That's too bad. I've only streamed a couple of times recently. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting back into it. I like seeing you around. Do a good stream. Yeah. I played a lot of Arena, I don't know, maybe a year ago? I try to have a game that I don't stream or, like, do much with. It's just something that, like, Jump Rope and I can play. And so we did that with Magic for a while, until we got to the point where we weren't playing against each other anymore. We were just doing ranked play, and it was just like, what are we doing? We're both just getting real pissed off, and it's just not as fun as it was. So definitely got to watch that.
It seems to always happen for me whenever I play competitive games. It's one of the reasons I don't like to play competitive games.
Yep.
They stop being fun real fast.
I was watching Markiplier's been playing Power Wash Simulator or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
that's been my late night watch that while I draw thing, because he's just like talking about nothing, right, for an hour, and he'll zone out, and we're like, yeah, this is nice. And then last night we sat down to watch it, and he basically started giving us like, I'm gonna beat this in 2 minutes, and he got so mad that he couldn't beat his own high scores that it was just like completely defeated the purpose in my mind of like, this was a game. Jump Rope even said like, this is a game that was like calming and soothing to Mark, and he's destroyed it. And now it's just super frustrating and not great. I feel like that's what happens a lot of times with competitive type games.
Yeah.
So I feel that. I definitely feel that. This is not the right angle. There we go. But I do still enjoy them. Like, I play competitive games all the time. I keep thinking I should play not Battlefront, that's not right. I'm super excited for the new Battlefield game come out next week, or next month. I'll definitely be playing that a little bit. But, dang. Not PUBG, the Call of Duty PUBG. Battle something?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I keep wanting to play it because it was fun to play with my friends. And then I'll watch Stone Mountain talk about, like, oh, here's the new stuff they added. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm not playing that right now. Like, what are they thinking? Like, oh, look, they added 15 new bugs to the game that make it unplayable. It's like, okay. Warzone. Raid.
So have you heard
Tiferaga.
of the,
Nice. Hello, welcome. How are you doing today?
Have you heard of or seen anybody play the boyfriend dungeon?
Boyfriend? No, boyfriend dungeon. What are we talking about?
It's a dungeon dive crossed with a boyfriend dating simulator.
Oh my god, I want to play this game. What is it?
It is the most ridiculously stupid trash ever.
Maybe
it is delightful.
Maybe Jump Rope would like it. I was talking about this the other day because Sierra was streaming. What was it? The Spirit Hunter. I'm not usually into like dating sims, so like the game comes playing Doki Doki again. I was like, sweet. And I sat down to watch it, and because Jump Rope's like, I watched the entire season while you were at work, and I was like, that's fair. And for the first episode, I was like, this is kind of funny. And then the second episode, I was like, okay. And then I was like, I've got to do something else. So,
yeah.
But sometimes, like, it seems like if there's a good hook for it, like if there's some horror aspect or something weird going on, I can get really into it.
Yeah. The nice thing about this boyfriend dungeon game is it's really inclusive for people with different sexualities. So like you don't have to just go after dudes. There's at least one female character you can date, or you can choose not to date at all and dungeon dive with your cat instead.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
So
there's a
yeah,
dungeon dive
like
option.
that.
That was the same thing with Hades. Hades is not necessarily a dating sim, right? But it's still very much important to build relationships with the people in the game. And so, like, some of that, I am kind of into it. Like, I want to see what happens with the stories of some of the characters, and some of them I just don't give a shit about. It's like it's very, very. I don't know if I'm picky or just. I guess I have to find like the interest in it to make it really worthwhile.
Yeah. I am picky and very jaded.
Yeah, I would make it different, different experience
Yeah.
than altogether.
Yeah, in games I'm pretty much asexual.
Listen here now, give me that sweet, sweet girl on guy action, and we're good. No, I'm just like it's funny to me. The like what was it? There was something inside of Hades that made me kind of chuckle. Oh, I think it was Dusa, right? Like, so Dusa
Right.
is just the floating head, and she's just like
Yeah.
super in love with the main character, and I was like, she's laying it on real thick. What's like, I don't know, is that normal? And then because I didn't really get that Hades was supposed to be this huge relationship thing, and I'm like, does he care? Like, he's trying to leave. Dusa, what are you doing? And then I felt bad, and I was like, no, we have to make this happen.
I do like Dusa. She's
Yeah.
cute, but yeah, she does try too hard, and it was a little much for me.
Yeah.
I pretty much decided going into Hades that I wasn't going to romance anybody. I'll build the relationships, but
I think the thing that was when I play a video game, I tend to think of myself as the character, not like, oh look, I de-personify the main character and do everything in the way that I would do it, right?
yeah.
And so when you look at something like Hades, where the main character very much has a voice and has his own personality, I think that's what kind of like shifted me out of that mindset. Because the first few times we played it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna play that, and then like 3 or 4 times in, it's like we have to do this for the main character, or we have to do this for that character, and it almost pulls me out of the story, which I think is a little weird, and maybe that's why I'm not so much into dating sims, because I try to do that, but then all of a sudden it's like I wouldn't do that, but would the character do that? I don't know. So I have a bit of a weird mindset for those kind of games, and it's just some of them are really, really fun, and other ones I don't really get into as much. So I don't know. That's kind of my take on that. Whether or not you have a specific like type of relationship is less as important to me as just whether or not like the whole overall story is important to me. But I can definitely see like why representation is important for those. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
If I had to dungeon dive with my cat, I don't know if I would be as I don't know if I'd be more or less involved in the storyline.
I mean, like, the storyline of Boyfriend Dungeon is really weird because basically, how was it described? So characters can transform into weapons like Soul Eater.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm assuming that you can get you can buy a pet cat that transforms into a weapon for you.
Oh,
So
see, that makes a difference. Do you date them for their power, or do you date them because they're awesome?
Yeah, well, they all come with a lot of
Gotcha.
So that's another turnoff.
I'd like the most stable weapon, please.
I've got plenty of emotional baggage. I don't need more, and I don't need to seek more out in fiction.
Sure. Absolutely, I get that.
But like, yeah, romance in video games has always been really, really weird to me. I mean, we've talked about how weird it is that people simp for Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah, I've made lots of jokes about that on stream and off stream, and
it's still totally funny.
it is like it's for me the amount of I guess I can't say that word on Twitch, but the amount the funny thing to me is how visceral of a reaction people have to it. Like, if no one had ever said anything and I had played that game straight up, I would have just been like, holy shit, why does this lady have such huge boobs? like that seems excessive to me, right? That's not just me. Anyone? So that's the funny part to me, is that she is just such this like voluptuous lady that is just, it feels out of place. Yeah, 9.5 feet. The fact that she's so big would be like, okay, yeah, she's kind of a monster lady. I get it. But like, the subtle combination of her being huge and being very robust and being like that making everyone on the internet lose their minds makes it really funny to me. But I think without that, I would have had like a one-time moment with it being like, what the hell, and then would have ignored it completely. Like I wouldn't have even thought about it after that. But now, yeah, it's a super meme, right? And it's kind of fun to meme those things.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the same time, like I understand people who do get really into games and like feel like they have strong emotional connections to character. I totally get that, and like respect it. It's just it's not how I can play those games.
Sure. Yeah, I thought Markiplier was really funny because he made it this like internal storyline for himself. He's just like walking around like, oh, carrying around the crystal. It's like, all right.
Never sell you.
Yeah, exactly. I would sell it in an instant and buy a better pistol. Like I would just no thought beyond that.
You know what? I would have made a lot of different choices than the choices he made in his game. So
yeah, that's fair.
And like, it was still really fun and funny to watch him.
Yeah. How am I doing this? I don't want to have to type in like leg and hip muscles, but I might have to. I don't have to go too detailed with this. He's a shark boy. It's fine. He should be a little spongy. I think that's looking pretty good. I think this foot needs a little work. All those rugby feet finally coming in handy. I'm a little worried about what I'm going to have to do with this mouth here. I don't know what the inside of this is going to look like. I'm a little worried. Uh-oh. Don't freeze on me, Photoshop.
Just more and more teeth inside. Just row after row after row.
And then what? Just nothing? I guess there should be some...
Have it fade into darkness.
Yep, they might have to do that. Zip. Hey, sheep, shop.
Having just like infinite rows of razor teeth in there, considering what lycanthropy does to claws, like we already discussed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, maybe a totally legit thing.
Yeah, just like nonstop goblin teeth sounds terrifying.
Yeah. How'd you like to be bit by that? You never stop being bit.
It just turns into one of those like lamprey blender.
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do? Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll add a few more. Good. Another case in point with Doki Doki Literature Club.
Mhm.
I don't like the main character, because he does have a voice, right? And so if you're,
Yeah.
so I become more invested in like what's best for the different characters, because I don't have that internal voice. Like I'm not thinking about me dating them. I'm thinking about them dating the main character, and I'm like, main character's kind of a meh, but maybe we can influence to make him not such a lame person for these people. But I get very opinionated on, because then it's like okay, you're the character that we're gonna go. I think that's probably pretty standard for those type of things where you just pick one character and try to roll through it. But
Yeah.
I get more invested in the side characters than I do the main character, and I feel like this kind of the same way with Hades. Like Jump Rope got really interested in the Orpheus. I can't.
Reuniting Orpheus and Eurydice.
Yeah, it's just like soul minded. She's like, that's the only thing we have to do in this game, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Nothing else matters in this game except that, and I thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah. That is a pretty fun storyline. I haven't finished it yet.
We're pretty close. Well, we were, I guess we were pretty close, but then we had to return the game, so
Yeah.
we'll have to do it again here on stream.
In terms of the Game Grumps playthrough of the Doki Doki DLC,
Mm-hmm.
the main character from the main game, I don't think he's actually in it.
No, he's not. He's not. Which is like, that's why I think I was okay with the DLC for a while, anyways, because like it had the few characters that I really enjoy, and I was like, oh, this is a cool little backstory, neat. But then because nothing was really happening, and it was just like, oh, this is just a story talking about them, I started losing interest, because I don't have that interaction anymore, and it is just a novel, and it's like, okay, cool, so it's a novelization about different characters, but I only care about one of them, so I don't like, oh, cool, these two characters that I don't like are talking to each other. Skip it. I think that's my problem when I run into those games, is because there is a lot of, I'm kind of flippant when it comes to certain content, and I have that problem when I'm reading books too, especially if it's like, a good example of that is, I think it's the second or third, it might be the third, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's all about Zaphod Beeblebrox, and I just don't like him as a character. And so it's like, yep, okay, keep going. And you read a whole chapter and just be like, I don't know what happened in that chapter. I just checked out.
Yeah. I ran into that problem in the Wheel of Time series constantly.
Yeah.
Because there were at least 7 main character storylines going all at the same time.
Yeah, it sucks.
So stuff would happen for one person, and I'd read through it and be like, I have no idea what the hell just happened.
Yep.
Because I don't care about this character. Their personality is, well, trash. Yeah, so I totally understand that. I will say that the Doki Doki DLC that Game Grumps did has made me want to do submit a Game Grumps animated, because of their, the Cthulhu bit.
Oh, I missed that part. I'd have to go back and watch it.
Oh, I don't think it started until like the third or maybe the fourth episode, but I think it was Dan came up with a bit like, what if it was like Cthulhu was just some like in the background all the time, and so they would like, whenever things dragged, they would bring Cthulhu into it. And it had some funny moments, and like
I might be
Aaron
worth checking out.
gave a extremely heartfelt plea for the lovelies to do some fan art of Doki Doki
That's awesome.
with Cthulhu in the background, specifically in the same little outfit, the short skirt, the anime girl uniform.
That's awesome.
So I've been strongly considering doing that.
Yeah, that'd be really funny. Whoops, that's not right. That was the wrong angle. Why do I do this? Why do I do this to myself? What if we draw something with a billion little details? Oh, crap.
Well, to be fair, I did it, or at least I suggested it, and you agreed.
That's true. That's very true.
You can totally lay this one at my feet if you want. Honestly, though, the Were Shark video when comment on your last video was just a joke.
It was something I was already thinking about.
I mean, like, you yelled at Jonas like 4 or 5 different times about put Were Sharks in his campaign.
Oh yeah, no, it's been something I've been thinking about for months. And then I watched, like I said, I watched King Shark run around, and I was like, man, I'm gonna draw a shark. And then you were like, when? And I was like, fucking fine. Open your eyes. Permission denied. Pray not in the sudden. What the hell? I think that's a coding joke.
No, it went over my head. I do love that meme format, though. It's usually extremely relatable.
Yeah. I have discovered that if I have caffeine at all after 2 o'clock, my brain will not shut off until the next day. So I have to not do that. And yeah. So I'll be lying in bed and she's like, okay, time to go to sleep. And then she's like, oh, fuck. Hey, you know what'd be really great? This whole thing for a dungeon. It's like, nope, I don't have time to do that, and I'm too tired to actually write anything down, so anything you do right now is not going to get saved. And it's like, well, let's think about it for 4 hours anyways. It's like, great. Great.
Honestly, been so long since I've had caffeine, I don't really know how I react to it anymore. But,
I would bet not well.
yeah, probably not. It used to absolutely destroy me for like a week and a half.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, because like when I was 19 or 20, I didn't drink caffeine. I didn't drink soda. And then I think I started working at the restaurant again, and it was just like I had unlimited access to caffeinated soda, and then the days would get too long, and I would just want something. And then and then one of my coworkers started giving me energy drinks all the time, and it's just like, fuck.
Ugh. Energy drinks are so bad.
Substance abuse, man.
Yep.
That's how most kitchens function, is with substance abuse. Caffeine is highly on that list.
Yep, I was not aware of that until Anthony Bourdain made me aware of that.
Yeah. For anybody that wasn't paying attention to what I was actually drawing, here we are. Welcome to the Goblin Shark.
Rural forest of teeth. I love his eyes so much.
Pretty funny.
They should be filled with horror, and yet they're filled with so much hope.
If that's how you see it, that's great. So excited. So excited to get to chomp on some people.
Like he's saying, "Hell yeah, one shot me now, suckers!"
This is going to be a pain in the ass to color.
Yeah. Yeah, see the gills from the inside.
Yeah. It might need to be a little higher, but... Okay. I think that's pretty good. I think that's probably good. Now we just need to paint it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go get a drink. I'll be right back. Everybody hang tight. Okay. What have I done here? Whoops. What monstrosity have I unleashed?
Okay, I'm back too.
All right.
So delightful. A couple of weeks since I hung out, my voice is not used to talking.
Oh, yeah?
Time anymore. I've realized I've been slowly getting quieter and quieter and quieter.
Oh, that's not what I want. Nope, 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 nope. That's not what I want. Ah. Nope, let's do that one. Okay, there we go. Rup-da. I wonder if I should add anything to him. Like, he's just got a little loincloth. Like, should I give him some armor? Should I give him some goblin
Good
stuff?
question. What do you usually give your goblins?
Plate mail? I've played a handful of goblin fighters in my day.
How do you always play fighter?
Yeah.
Cleric?
I honestly don't know if I've played a goblin cleric. I might have to come up with one.
a Goblin Cleric NPC once, but I've never played a Goblin Cleric either.
What was your cleric of?
I can't remember. It was a Pathfinder game, so I think he was an air domain.
Okay.
I specifically wanted him to have some lightning spells. Anyway. He didn't last long though.
Oh no! I just realized this toe is all kinds of janked up.
Oh.
Because this should be the front of his foot.
Yeah, I can see it now. The purple bar was covering it for me.
So really his toe should be like over here. And then these should be the other toes. Is that too much? Is that too long? No, that should be fine. Give him some little flippy fin feet. How many toes did I give him? 4. Okay. Well, okay. I guess we're doing some cleanup. It's kind of quiet today.
Yeah.
This is a Monday.
Yeah, but another part of that might be that we're in the audio booth recording in progress instead of in the live stream chat.
True. I think that might be something we have to do, though. Not to mention, we've discovered that when we do that, no one watches Twitch. Everyone's just in Discord. So I might have to just do Discord streams or something for that. Just still don't know how I feel about that. Like, I like the Discord, like as a means for streaming stuff. It's fun, but I don't know, Twitch is kind of the is a moneymaker, you know?
Yeah.
So might just have to separate it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's kind of inevitable. Especially as your audience grows and more people join the Discord.
Yeah.
It eventually is bound to reach a point where the chat just takes over everything and you'll have to cut them out of the stream anyway. Or us out of the stream anyway, I should say.
Yeah, I like having like you and Jonas and stuff talking, but
Yeah, I appreciate being included.
I guess the question is whether or not people want music or they want me talking to the Discord. Because once again, that's I think that's the biggest issue. Is if I'm on Twitch, having the music is really important, but also having people in the chat means people aren't on Twitch, and so it not only is taking away the Twitch audience, but it's making the stream itself not have music, which I think is worse for the audience. So it's like double bad for the audience, which is a super bummer. I really like the Twitch or the Discord. It's like, how do I balance that out? How do?
Yeah, it's tough. I managed to make it work for me by having the Twitch open in my laptop with headphones plugged in, but me not listening to the headphones, so you still get the view, and then hanging out here in the Discord so I can,
That works.
so I don't get the echo.
That works. Appreciate the effort.
It works out, and you know, being here has really helped with my art too, so
That's
I
good.
appreciate that.
Maybe we'll do music and non-music days.
Having the Discord chat separate from stream also, like, that's a good opportunity for you to do what you always wanted to and had, you know, like, interview artists.
Right.
There's something I have long been looking forward to hearing.
Yeah, I do need to start trying to like get in touch with some people and see if they wouldn't do something like that. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, a bunch of other art Twitch streamers now that
It's true.
would make awesome guests. And I think it would be a lot of fun to like have an art teaching stream every once in a while.
Yeah, that is something I do want to do. And that might be a good opportunity for... why do I have this big bulbous toe? That might be a good opportunity for like Patreons or Discord members to kind of get their voices heard.
Yeah.
To where if we are in a chat, then they can ask questions or they can submit questions. There's a ton of Twitch streamers out there that like make not having a voice channel very, very functional. So like, I don't know if I'm using it as a crutch or what, but I can't tell if it's unique and awesome or unique and really weird. Because like, yeah, a lot of people are like, who are you talking to? What's going on? It's like, oh, am I the only person? Am I the only person that has a voice channel chat going on in the background? It seems highly unlikely, but it might be the case.
Maybe. I think you're the only Twitch streamer I follow that does that, but it doesn't really mean anything to me because I'm usually, like, when I'm watching, I'm usually here engaging in the chat, so...
Sure. This music is way too intense. Okay, so we're gonna be Sharky up top. Goblin-y down bottom. And we're gonna find a nice middle ground somewhere in here.
I just made myself feel like an idiot. I just barely realized how beneficial it is to have this character be a goblin shark lycanthrope.
Why is that?
Specifically because you're talking about the templates.
Yeah.
So you're like this literally becomes a template you can apply to anything else, which is awesome. And having the goblin be the under thing instead of being like, no, you have to be a human variant.
Yep.
It's a great way to show that.
Yeah. I think the pun of the goblin shark also helps, like, sell the
Totally.
point.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like an idiot because I just barely put that together.
Just bleeding blood out of his eyes for some reason. I don't know why he would do that. Oops.
Transformations are rough.
Blah!
Can you imagine the kind of like blood pressure required to suddenly put on 500 pounds of mass and a giant shark head? Want to become famous?
Oh boy. I like how it didn't even work right. On blah, 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 blah. Hey, great. Thanks, band. And band. Do they not realize I'm drawing a shark right now? Come on.
Apparently not. Some people just have no sense of propriety.
Okay, I got my Mako shark picture. Tomacos. Alright, so Mako sharks are surprisingly blue. Oh, wait, this is a goblin shark. Shoot.
Yeah.
Crap, I lost my picture of the goblin shark. Is it in the Discord?
Yeah, it's in the voice channel.
Okay.
I need
I
healing.
can get another one for you if you want.
Inferno needs healing. Thank you for the drink, Redemption. Let me see if I can find that goblin shark picture. That doesn't help me at all. Kind of red? I don't know if that's... Whatever. We'll roll with it.
No, that one's dead. They're kind of flesh colored. Here, got a new one for you.
Ooh, that's gross.
Yeah, like they're super deep sea creatures, right? So they don't actually have any melanin in their skin. They don't have any pigmentation.
Yeah.
So they just have whatever the color of their flesh is.
Okay, well, we might take a little liberties then.
there's one in the water, maybe it's better. It's a gray, like blue-gray and white.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to desaturate this a little more. Almost go to a white, like around the mouth. Kind of down the tum-tum. Maybe I'll even grab a little bit more of this red.
Come on, internet, you can do it. Ah, there we go. Oh, today is Monday. I thought today was Tuesday.
No, it was Monday. It's a weird Monday.
I suppose it doesn't matter, since time is a meaningless construct anyway.
Why have so many people been saying that to me lately?
Have a lot of people said it today?
Yeah, you're like the third person to tell me that.
I thought it was just the thing that people said when they were trying to convince themselves that that it was okay for them to lose track of time.
Someone must have memed it real hard. Sorry, I'm getting into the fiddly bits now. I always get distracted when I get into the fiddly bits. What are people's plans for this week? Any cool projects? Vacations? Aspirations to go to shopping or something? I probably need to go to the store before tomorrow. I could probably go tomorrow.
I've been craving carbonara. I think I'm gonna make it sometime this week.
That sounds pretty good. I think I bought my capers so I can make a piccata. I really like piccata.
I always forget to buy capers.
I kind of
Which is
hate them.
stupid because I love Mediterranean food so much.
Mm-hmm. There are definitely a couple types of food that's just like, oh my god, this needs capers. And then other times it's like, fucking capers are gross.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever had
Olives.
deep fried capers, oh my gosh,
Oh,
so good. They just pop. They pop up like popcorn.
really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Not like huge, but they just like, they do, they pop and crisp. And they're just little crunchy things. So good.
Wanted to do deep fried black eyed peas.
Yeah, same thing. Very, very similar. I would suggest. I would guess.
Except probably kind of saltier.
Yep, way saltier. Yeah. That might be why it's good, because it's just salty and fried.
Yeah. Salt and oil and a little slightly resinous floral note.
Mm-hmm. Kind of mustardy.
Black eyed peas are. I haven't ever had them. What did I see them on? Something on the Food Network. I think it was like the best thing I ever ate.
Okay.
Series or whatever. I think it was Alton Brown. I swear. I talk about Alton Brown anytime we talk about food. I swear.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Other food.
I don't.
I watch.
I pretty much only watch Alton Brown, and that's about it.
I like binging with Babish too.
Yeah, you know, it's good. I just don't watch it. I just don't watch it very often.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, yeah. So the deep fried black eyed peas were apparently from some restaurant in the south, and they're just kind of like creamy and a little bit salty and ever so slightly crispy on the outside. And they just kind of pop in your mouth. So, anyway, the description of those was sounded delicious, and I wanted to try to make those.
Sounds
Never
like
got
pretty
around
cool.
to it.
I tried to make tapioca pearls, boba, yesterday,
Yeah.
because we bought a big bag of the pearls, and the bag's like, cook them for an hour, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And I tried it, and it turned into a big chunk of mush. And I was like, okay, that was wrong. Let's try it what the internet says. And I tried that, and it made a big chunk of mush. And I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong here? Jump Rope figured out a way to, like, get the water boiling first, which on a lot of the recipes don't tell you. Put the beets in, and then cook them for, like, 2 minutes, and then they came out perfect. And it's like, okay, great. So, don't know what it is about I don't know. Yeah, I really don't get why it's so different. Like it's just, should just be pretty similar considering it's all just tapioca, but
Yeah.
apparently not. Apparently not.
So then, do you think that the boba tapioca pearls are produced in a specific way that's different from like the pudding tapioca pearls?
Maybe. It could be.
Well, we've ended up on food again.
Yep.
Besides making food, I just want to draw my new character a lot. My new D&D character.
Nice. Is that for a game or you just kind of came up with it for fun?
Yeah, that's for a game. My brother is running.
Nice.
I haven't been able to play for a while because of health reasons. So I'm jumping back in. I used to be the DM, like the de facto DM, and had to postpone our game. So in the interim, everybody else started another game without me, and now I'm jumping into their game.
That's awesome.
We'll probably wrap it up in a couple months and then get back to the game I was running.
Nice. Yeah, I've done that a few times. Someone else is like, I have a really fun idea I want to try. I was like, cool, let's do it. And then we do that for a while. It's a nice little break.
I think it works particularly well at, like, if you've got a really, really long-term game going, especially one if it, like, kind of moves slowly.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to have that there kind of constantly if you're lucky enough to have
Yeah.
a consistent game going, you know. Yeah. It's also nice to be able to put it down and try some new shit every once in a while.
I agree with that. All right, now for the weird part.
I'm curious how you're going to get the green modeling in there.
On the skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tack it in. I'm gonna tack it in. I'll show you what I mean. Kind of what I did up here, but I'm gonna get a little bit of a darker green and kind of just run it like through here. I think that's where I want it. Just kind of like this. So I especially wanted around this where it transitions.
Mm.
And I also want a little more blue here. Just
I have to say, I really love the kisses of pink in the skin tone on his upper torso.
yeah, I think that's kind of important. I need to put that around the elbows too. A little more around the elbows, a little more around the knees.
And it something I was always taught, and I know it's true, but it never ceases to amaze me how many different colors there are in skin tones.
Yeah.
And how important it is to have a wide variety of colors in your skin tones to make them read like skin.
Yeah, I probably will go back in here and add a whole another shade of blue as well. All right, let's get these teeth done.
The tedious part.
Yep.
You're gonna go goblin yellow or pearly white?
I was gonna go white. I'll probably throw some different color texturing on it anyways, but
Yeah. I mean, you always got to.
I do want these to be like really bright so they just pop out.
Yeah.
Let's turn that off. This all to be solid. Dang it. Ah!
What happened?
I just ticked something funny.
Oh.
I fixed it.
You were off the screen. I had no idea.
Am I off the screen?
Well, you were, briefly. But you're back.
Uh-oh, maybe I should have made this a shark girl. Maybe that would have gotten me more views.
I'm sure there's a pretty strong bear community who would appreciate this.
Fair enough. Is there a shark euphemism that I don't know?
I don't know.
It tends to happen to me sometimes.
Yeah, I'm usually out of the loop as well.
Let's see if that reads right. That reads pretty good. Blah.
Yeah, he's coming together really fast.
Yeah, I discovered that I forgot I really liked drawing monsters. And so I've been doing a lot of lots of other things lately. Yeah, so like here, I'm gonna want to have like a really dark blue. And I want to just hit all the edges of these, like his fingers, his knuckles. Oh no, I'm doing Kung Pao chicken tonight. That's what I'm doing. I forgot. I was trying to remember what you said you were making, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. And I was like, wait, no, I have a plan already.
Carbonara.
Oh yeah, chicken piccata. I'll throw some chicken out. I'll do that. Chicken piccata. Piccata.
Anything interesting in your sketchbooks?
Not particularly. I've been doing a lot of like studies, face studies, because I've been struggling so hard lately. I started drawing more round-faced masks again. Which I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's a thing.
I
Okay.
don't think it is good or bad. Yeah. Practice, so it's good.
Yep, that's true. Okay, now I want like a hyper saturated blue. Yes, I'm just gonna come down here and just because. Little tiny fish scales. Should probably put these on last, but I do want the shadows to affect them. So just gonna hide some blue lines in here. See what happens. Okay, sweet. Oh, I didn't paint anything else. Hold on a second. I gotta go back and gotta paint his. Do 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 do. The Curse of the DM. I've only just got a chance to play in a game for the first time in like 2 years. Dr. Random 42. I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your if you have a new game coming up that you get to play, or you just stuck being forever DM? Like, is it a new game that you're playing now, or does they swap out your players? How is it that you are able to play a game? Tell me your secrets. I hope I didn't miss my chance. to talk to Dr. Random.
I think that message was there for quite a while.
Dang it. George, you gotta tell me these things.
Sorry.
So bad about that.
I wasn't paying that much attention either. I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, Dr. Random.
Yeah, sorry.
I really need to get my Twitch chat in my face so I can see it. Which hopefully once I need to work on my desk this week. That's what I need to do. Okay. You ever have one of those moments where you're just like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Oh yeah, sure, all the time.
Where was that? There's a game I want to play. It's super simple and stupid. And I don't know if I should play it on stream or not. I have no idea if people would be interested in watching me play. Oh, what is it? Mini Motors? Mini Moto?
Yeah.
God, the game
I'd
is
watch that.
so fun. I might just download it and play it on my lunch break. If you guys want.
Jonas, welcome back.
Welcome back, Mr. Jonas. My girlfriend got me into playing with another group, and after she felt like it was a good group to play with, she invited me to join. That's awesome. That's really cool.
How are y'all doing?
Doing well. I don't know if you've seen this abomination I've been drawing, Jonas, but welcome back.
It's awesome.
Oh, what the? Is that a goblin or a Mako shot?
Yep.
Both.
Interesting.
That's really cool, Dr. Random. Yeah, I like that when you can actually kind of like not just have to jump into a group blindly. You kind of get invited by people. It's really nice. It's always a good feeling. Okay, here we go. So I want to do this, and I want to do this. There we go. And then we want to. I want to basically just draw in our shadows. And I'm actually going to do this real quick, because this helps me if it's a weird color. Let's make it like bright green. We'll do that. We'll just cover them in mud. Everything that is... Everything the light doesn't touch gets covered in mud. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go blah, 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 blah. We'll have to go in and erase all those teeth. How you doing, Jonas?
Just had to check on all yeah, before we ended our save game because one guy was tired and I'll probably have to go to sleep in an hour or so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm kind of just sketching at the same time.
That sounds good. Dr. Random, what are you playing in your D&D campaign? I'm always interested to hear that. And what are you sketching, Jonas?
Tieflings and devil girls.
Nice. Sounds fun.
The typical ones. I say, as I haven't done this in like weeks.
The usual Jonas special of Tieflings and Devil Girls.
I guess. I don't know if there's a Jonas special, per se. Is that your arm?
Yeah, I thought your special was thick-thighed snake ladies.
Yeah, I haven't drawn that. Oh. Let me check actually. Haven't drawn one in. Should say the date here. So.
Let's get the counter. Instead of like days since last accident, days since last sexy hip girl drawn.
Snake girl last drawn. Almost 2 months ago.
Oh wow.
Oh dang.
Someone commissioned
Yeah.
Jonas to draw a snake girl.
I'll draw it my own later, I guess. Guess I'll draw Peter and Archer. Let's say why not? People must see what I do.
Jump rope, welcome, welcome.
Nice, awesome.
Sorry, yawning. Welcome.
God, it's a big old mustache.
You know, Rook, this is really making me think that the next time you do a why you should play a class video, we gotta make sure you make that a monster.
Yeah.
Instead of just making a standard character and putting them in.
I mean,
whatever
that's
this-
that's kind of one of the reasons I've been wanting to do this, is because the last few have not been monsters. They've been very
Yeah.
people-y. It's just like, I'm just drawing monsters. Everybody wanted the why you should play fighter, why you should play cleric, which I wanted to do, but it was just like I think it would be confusing if I drew a cleric and made it like a super weird thing. So let's get these standardized, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like, the fighter was all about being, you know, a basic bitch, so
Yeah.
it had to be human, right?
The fighter was actually a drow, or an elf. Was it an elf or a drow?
Well, it wasn't.
No, it was my last cleric. I think. Did I draw on both elves? Oh shit.
They were both elves, yeah.
I'm gonna cry in basic bitch now. Thank you very much. As I am a basic bitch ass fighter player.
Me too.
I love fighters.
I do too. Fighters are great. I did the human video. That's what it was. I did the human video, and then I did the cleric video, and then the cleric, and then the fighter. I did the mind flayer. The mind flayer was alright. That was fun.
No, we had the illithid in the middle of
Yeah.
in there. So yeah, so it's not like you've only been doing vanilla stuff.
Right.
It's just there was a lot more than
Normal, yeah.
yeah. Just thinking, if I had done the cleric video, I probably would have done a Minotaur.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah. Especially since you've talked about like revisiting some of the really old videos you did.
That's true. That's a good point. Maybe I should do that for some of the next ones.
Maybe.
That would be a good way to revisit them without having to like redo the whole videos. Oh, I missed the spot. Get out of here. You know what I
Now
should
I'm
do?
just-
I should save this real quick.
Oh, you totally should.
Shark. Oops.
All right, Jonas. Which class would a slime girl be if you were making the video?
Oh jeez, wizard.
Wizard slime girl. That's pretty good.
I had an NPC like that.
I was thinking sorcerer, so along the same lines.
Yeah. I was thinking of wizard because a lot of like the sentient slimes are through magical items, so they gain abnormally high intelligence, like through the circlet of intellect or whatever it's called.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, but
wizard-
ooh, interesting. Are you assuming that your slime girl? Are you rolling the stats, or are you taking the sheet? Because like, if you were just a slime that got the thing, got a intelligence, it would only push your intelligence up to like 8, right?
DN 5th edition sets it to 19.
Oh, okay. So not a bonus, just a straight int item. That's cool.
It's a flat set to 19. If you have higher than 19, it does nothing.
Gotcha. Like the ogre bracers, but for int, I like it.
Pretty much. I was thinking 5th edition standards, so yeah.
Cool. I like it.
If a non-intellect character, then barbarians are given some kind of shifter class also, maybe, because the possibility of reshape with some form of higher intellect, maybe not genius level, you could probably reshape some of your like, hands into weaponry. Because I don't know how slimes exactly work, but I think they could like increase, I guess, the hardness of their shells in a way. I don't know how to describe it.
Make themselves more viscous.
Yes, that's the way. I think they can do that. Who knows? Anyways, that was just my idea. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
No, I asked you.
That was
'cause
good.
I wanted to hear your thought on it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I already forgot about that. So someone asked, I just assumed I just went in another fucking ramble.
Nope. I asked you specifically because I can't ask Rook because I can't, like, if spoilers for the video that's gonna happen.
Slime girl? I'm making another slime girl video. Oh, you mean if I made a
If you did, if you used this idea of the why you should play class videos to revisit the old monsters you want to revisit.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what I would do.
Oh, yeah.
And there is no pressure to do that. I am just making conversation.
Magnificent.
Ooh, sexy bunny girl.
Is Jonas posting sexy bunny girls?
Or, I assume it's a bunny girl. She does have a tail. You'll have to tell me.
It's getting weird. No, I'm just
Horns.
kidding.
Horns. Oh, horns. Okay, so tiefling.
Told brought up
Sorry.
tieflings, so I felt like drawing tieflings.
I misread the horns as bunny ears. I apologize.
I can draw you a bunny girl if you want.
That's okay.
I'll take that as a yes. I really don't have anything better to do anyways.
I thought you were going to bed.
Exactly.
I am in 2 hours. Or
Oh, okay.
An hour or 2 minutes. I don't know. I have to go somewhere at like afternoon. So that's 14 hours away. 15 hours away. So I have some time to sleep between that.
That's tomorrow.
Yes.
If you have to do something in 15 hours, that's tomorrow.
Yes, that is tomorrow. Indeed. I don't even have to go there, but I promised I would hang out with some people, so...
That's good.
Yeah, gotta stop making promises,
I'm Jonas. I have
Have
a
to keep
normal
them
life.
I have an easy and dull life, and I enjoy it.
That's good.
You can judge me all you want, I guess.
I want to hang out with more people.
Yeah. It's cool sometimes. Though I'm an anti-social little shit, so...
I'm pretty introverted. Like, even when I go to people's houses, it's like, yeah, cool. And then, like, someone else shows up. It's like, I'm probably going to leave. There's too many people. There's too many people now.
Good, it's not just me. I am such a homebody. I will not go out unless I have to.
All right, let's see if this worked. The dark blue is pretty nice, but with the red... Kind of like the dark red.
Me too. But that's the way I usually do my coloring or my shading with a temperature opposite.
All right, now I'll go back in here because this doesn't look right now that I'm looking at it. It's not quite giving me the curve I want on this arm.
Jonas, I really love the sense of posture you give your characters. They're always all very upright and dynamic. I really like the way you pose your characters, and I'm jealous of it.
Thanks. I don't know what to say.
It's good stuff. I agree. I agree with Druid. I just got like I looked back, I backed up a little bit, got the whole picture. The fuck am I doing?
Something awesome.
All right, the fingers need to pop out a little more, so I need to make the back darker. Is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
So I need to.
You can give the fingers a little bit of shine as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna make those fingers shine. I'm just gonna mute back the hand here. Shift I. Balls. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new layer. This is just gonna be black though. It's gonna be this. Just gonna do that and give it a little bit of an AO pass here. Oops. That's way too dark, but that's fine. We'll worry about that in a minute.
this was a commission?
No. No, this is just me being weird. Okay, and then we're gonna multiply, and we're gonna drop that
I
down a
was
little
just
bit.
thinking. I was like, is this a commission? I should ask instead of just wondering.
This is at least partially because on the last video I left a comment, the last YouTube video I left a comment saying, "Where shark video when?"
Yes, were sharks. I remember when my pirate players were fighting gnolls and suddenly the gnoll leader turned into a were shark. What
It's
a
so
fucking
good.
twist.
What a fucking twist!
But I mean, like, didn't that happen because Rookie yelled at you about were sharks for like 3
Yes.
weeks straight?
Where sharks are so
Yes.
good. It's so good. Okay.
Oh, they super are. I love them.
All right, one more layer. So that's our that, and then now we're gonna go like up here. We gotta make them look shiny now.
Echo sharks really do have just big ol' eyes and derpy grins, don't they?
Yeah, they're pretty great.
So it is a combination of Mako Shark, isn't it?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a goblin shark, but it just turned out funnier this one. So
Yeah. I'm surprised at it. I think I had a PTSD attack when considering I play a lot of Depth. I like playing Diver. My friends did.
I thought you were gonna say because you got attacked by a shark, and I was like, oh no.
Ah yes, I live in Finland. I got attacked by a shark when swimming in a lake. Man, those northern Finnish sharks sure are dangerous.
What a bunch of assholes.
That's in the Greenland shark range, isn't it?
Yeah? I think so. Let me check. Where do I live on the line of coldness?
The line of coldness. Is that what you said?
Yes. That's what I call it. What's it called? The lines again? Let's show you how fucking off you are in English.
They are the longitude and latitude.
Latitude or longitude?
Longitude? Did I just say longitude?
Latitude.
Check out my longitude lines. Latitude.
I myself live in 62 north. Okay. I am on the same latitude as southern Alaska. A bit.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, pretty close to Iceland. The part of Finland I live in. At least. Huh. Finland and Greenland are on the same. It's weird. Yeah, Gulf current would ever end, this would become a fucking freezing wasteland.
Okay, I'm gonna try something here.
But you're gonna
Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I'm gonna try to pump this up a little bit, making it a little more red. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Blah!
just because I can, I'm gonna do this.
Do a flip!
Do a flip. All right, we'll flip it. Okay, so we've done that, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna erase it off the hand so that it doesn't have that color temperature to it. And hopefully that'll make it pop out a little more. Yeah, that works. I think that's it. I think we're done.
Excuse me?
I love him so much.
Next D&D character, maybe. Get an otter, we get a pig, and a shark.
I mean, might as well.
Might as well. We need to like battle damage him somehow. Maybe.
For some reason, when I thought of scars, I thought of the gun instead.
I don't know if Twitch is gonna get mad at me for covering him in blood spatter.
Oh.
Too much.
Nice.
Too much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The laughing shark.
A little more modeling in there. Modeling? Kind of want to just do like multiply or darken. I want that to be a little more subtle. Okay, I think that's it. I think we done did it.
Beautiful.
He's pretty good.
Perfection.
He's pretty fancy.
Magnificent.
Got a little bit of cleanup to do, but think for the most part, that's it. That's it. I'm going to stop the recording. What if I'll save this? I don't know what to do with myself now. What time is it? 1:30? I could probably just go get some work done, I guess. Just dicking around with sharks all day. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Or I could play Mini Motors for the next 3 hours. Do nothing with my day. Ugh.
What's the game about? I jumped in.
It's literally about nothing. It's just about making roads. But I've been enamored with it all weekend.
That sounds fun.
It looks super fun.
Yeah, it's a super simplified like city planner simulator.
Yep.
Oh, like this guy?
Except super simple. It's kind of more like Shapes.io.
Have you played Islanders or what's the other one?
I have not.
Apparently I played Islanders for 40, so I don't know what's wrong with me.
Not actively watching the stream, but listening in. I imagine the scene from Lilo and Stitch where she's showing off her fat tourist pictures.
Because of look at them, they're beautiful. I mean, a shark could be in there. I see. I have this mental image of, because I know it comes from a goblin, right? I have this mental image of these goblins changing into these sharks and like absolutely terrified, like in media res, like absolutely terrifying transformations, and then they all like start waddling towards camera, and then the camera pans out and you realize they're still just 4 feet tall.
Yeah, they're just tiny sharks.
I mean, still terrifying. Well, it's still large enough to take your leg off, but
Make that eye a little brighter. Make these fingers pop a little more. Make the teeth hyper shiny. Ah! Oh, that's too much.
You could just put your hand in its mouth and reach its stomach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if a goblin,
You could have a goblin hide inside that. Like a fucking crossbow, and like every time it opens its mouth to bite, you also get shot by like 2 crossbow bolts.
just have a a trap. This is a goblin shark. No, it's a goblin shark trap. You've just been played.
It's like a weird rugby costume.
Yeah, this is Rugby's Halloween costume. Blah! It's the top half of a shark.
Just need to draw Rugby's face in the mouth there.
What's the... If a blue Skittle shows up randomly, we'll do this. We'll go boop, boop.
Waiting to see this.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Magnificent.
That's a fun game though. Yeah, it's a fun game, but it's $12. I don't want to spend $12. I do.
Donate $12.
I don't need $12 to distract me for the rest of the day. I should get some work done. That's what I should do. That is absolutely what I should do. I don't know if I need this lines. What are these? These are supposed to be highlights. I don't think I want them on the chest anymore. It just looks like drool.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But I get you.
Is that my color burn layer? Nope. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop fiddling. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good.
I need healing.
I need healing, please.
That's super good.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I should take a break and eat lunch.
Probably.
Yeah. I hate to end the stream though.
For hours.
It's only 1:40. Oh boy.
Yeah, you did really bang this out fast, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Let's get a good background going. I have an idea for the background. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, that pressure's
Speaking of
not.
backgrounds, Jonas, how's your Artist Arcana thing going?
Not well. I'm not. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just draw a fucking castle on IO. Simple. Problem solved, but I don't know. Not well.
Why isn't this?
I'm sorry.
That's fine, don't worry. I must learn one way or another. I just. Maybe I should.
I'm feeling kind of anxious about getting the video done since, like, I actually finished mine, which is kind of a miracle, honestly. But also, I don't want to stress anybody else out. I don't want. Like, you need to get this done.
Yeah.
I probably should. I really need to get it. I just. I don't know what the fuck to draw. I'm drawing like a lake scene. I'm drawing like mountains. We're doing a desert. That was a horrible idea. Never doing that again. I hate shadows. Why did I decide on that? I don't know what else. Forest. I hate trees. Do I add detail? Do I just leave it as it is?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
But I think since it's just a background, I could just draw, a courtyard of a castle. Much easier.
Yeah. I mean, you could.
I think I could do that. I think I say, as I ponder about my existence. Weren't you gonna take a break, Rook?
I was. I didn't.
Me switching conversation topics casually.
What are you talking about? I introduced that one.
That's right. Just
Better
has me
guess.
win.
That's a goblin shark. That is a goblin shark.
That is
You
good.
are correct. Ah! Sweet. I've become obsessed with this new thing. When I do my art, to give them a little like border outside. I really, really dig the way that looks. So yeah, let's do that. Let's just get this finished up. Oh my God, what is happening? What is happening? Hey, pay attention. There we go. That was weird. Now we need a good Bebop and Rocksteady. What would this guy's Ninja Turtle name be? Flounder?
or something.
Did you say the Gorger?
Yeah. Or something.
Mr. Random is 100% right.
Dr. Random somehow made a goblin with even more teeth than normal terrifying. I just always imagined the goblins just basically have shark teeth to begin with. Like, they just grow back. That, or like, you know, goblins don't live long enough to realize that all their teeth are gone. You gotta use all those teeth, even though you're only gonna be alive for like a month. The goblins are just like, oh, gotta burn through them. It finally rained here this morning. Oh, it was so nice.
It's been 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, everybody's yard is dead because nobody waters their yard out here.
You live near Seattle. You don't have to water. your
Normally, that's correct. Everybody's yards are dead.
My sister moved to Oregon just earlier this year. And one of the reasons that she and her husband moved is because they love how humid it is there, and they love how often it rains, because they love the sound of a rainstorm. It hasn't rained since...
Yeah, since they moved out here.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. That happened to us too. Like, we would come visit people, and it never, ever, ever rained. And so every time we told people, like, oh, we're going to move to Seattle, people were like, oh, it rains so much there. It's like, nah. Not for us.
No, climate change is appears to be about to really fuck over the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, it's going to be everybody.
I mean, everybody else is already either on fire or underwater, so...
Me gets normal temperatures around the world, dies of heat stroke. Too hot.
It was like 74 this weekend. I was like, that's hot. I don't like it.
Assholes. Why would you stroke?
I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't like it. Ah! Creepy fish. Tricky fish. Tricky fish. No, it's a shark.
No, I never get to see this part of the process.
Yeah, I don't record it
I find
because
very interesting.
it's a lot of just fiddly.
Yeah.
And when you record it on the screen, it just starts flashing colors. And it's like, oh, this is probably isn't good. This isn't good content.
I do think it's a little bit funny as much as you tend to say that you don't really like graphic design anymore after you got your degree. You do a lot of graphic design stuff.
Yeah. Just fishing sterile kids to last. Oh, there's an F1 screw cap left over. That's not good. Oh no.
Oh no. Oof. I have no experience with that exact scenario, but the feeling sounds very familiar.
Gotta do a weird thing. I'm gonna make a copy of this, then I'm gonna delete it, and then I'm gonna turn this and I'm gonna rasterize it. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Why can't I rasterize this layer? That's annoying. Why can't I rasterize this? What's happening? This is very strange. I'm not sure what's happening. Did I lock the layer or something? Okay. Go to 100. Make it a normal map. Disable layer mask? No. That's really weird. Okay. I guess we'll do this, and then we'll right click and we'll merge down. Yeah, apply it. That's all I wanted you to do. That was so weird. I don't know why I had to do it that way. I don't know what the hell just happened. Go back to multiply, back down to 50%. I don't like that. Maybe this one? That's so much. Just want to soften up this edge. That's a little too blurry. I want it more chunky. I want it more chunky than I want it blurred. Chunk, 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 chunk. That one. Oh no, I lost it. Where'd it go? Give it. What happens if I just do that on the whole thing? No. That's probably fine. Ah! He's just screaming. He's just screaming away.
It's more like because his eyes are looking different directions. He's like looking at his hands in amazement.
I'm so high. Hi, shark. I kind of feel like I want to make this red. It was red a second ago. I'm not sure if I like it better or not with purple.
Yeah, I almost told you I like it as red better.
No, I can't shift it back.
What was that?
I can't seem to shift it back. I might have to colorize it. Oh, it's because I'm multiplying it onto a blue layer. Hmm. Maybe I don't need the white. Pretty good without it. Inferno! Summon a kobold! It's gonna get eaten by this shark monster. Thank you, Inferno, for the kobold. All right, what can I do different? I think we're good. I don't know what else to do here.
Well, I'm gonna go prep and go sleep. I think I should try at least. If I don't fall asleep in the next hour or so, I might come back if anyone's here.
All right.
See you guys later.
See ya.
See ya.
What is this? What is this?
Thank you, Inferno.
I'm stuck. What is my life?
What is my life right now? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Sharkman dropping acid. Yeah, exactly. That's no bueno.
What is this?
Is it playing the sound again? What's happening?
Stuck. What is my life?
I don't know why it's playing twice. I'll figure that out. I think I'm done with this. I think I gotta walk away from it. I need to figure it out. I don't know what else to do with it. I think it's probably fine. It's just a matter of whoops. Just a matter of like saying I'm done with it and actually being done with it, you know?
Yeah. Actually walking away from it instead
Actually
of
walking away from it.
for 20 minutes.
Yep. Should we find somebody to raid or should I just take a break? That's an interesting question. What to do? What to do?
This is an interesting question.
I do want to get some audio editing done today. So I'll probably...
Annabelle K is streaming,
Oh, yeah?
so you could raid her.
If we do that, though, I have to save this out first.
Yeah.
She will make me share it.
That's true. Yeah.
That's fine. We can do that. I think that's it. I think that's where we're going to call it. Thank you, everybody, for your channel point submissions today. Thank you for hanging out today. Yeah, more videos later in the week. All this week I should be streaming. I have some... Hopefully the resin will come in. We'll make some more masks. We'll edit that up. Try to get those videos... A video of that actually out on YouTube. Maybe a D&D game. Red or blue team. Maybe both. This week, Friday-ish. Yeah, I have a dentist appointment on Thursday, so I don't think I'll stream Thursday. At least not in the morning. I might stream in the afternoon. Maybe I'll get some games or something to play, and we'll hang out and do that. So that'll be that. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. It was a lot of fun. Let's go find us a raid. A raid to do. Yeah, let's do it. Thanks again. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, 3 viewers. What happened? There were so many people. There were so many people here. Now there's no one.
I'm still here.